Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis, Anne Arundel County, and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Monday, November 4th, 2024. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief presented by Annapolis Subaru and the SPCA of Anne Arundel County. I'll tell you what a beautiful weekend weather-wise, and it looks to be a beautiful week ahead, not so much for the weather, but for the stopping of the incessant emails, text messages, robocalls, and mailers for the election tomorrow. I am so over it. But it is Monday today, and we do have some news for you. So, shall we? The Maryland Health Connections open enrollment period for low-cost health care plans began on November 1st. This is Obamacare, with coverage starting in January of 2025. Qualified residents, including Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals, DACA recipients, can access tax credits and services at no cost. All of the details can be found at marylandhealthconnection.gov. Well, Saturday was a three-peat. Annapolis took the 2024 slaughter across the water against Eastport, 4-3. And while the East Puerto Ricans were a bit butthurt, it was all for a number of good causes, as the efforts on both sides have raised more than $1 million for local charities since its inception 25 years ago. Despite the Annapolis victory, Eastport's legendary post-game celebration did not disappoint, featuring live music, great vendors, and of course, the beer was flowing. A great job by all. Well, when we look at Navy football, there's not a whole lot to say, but Rice stunned Navy 24-10 in a marathon game delayed by weather several times, with Rice quarterback E.J. Warner leading a strong offensive showing. Rice entered the game 1-6, and Navy was 6-1, and this was thought to be a, quote, easy win. Navy takes on the University of South Florida next Saturday, and then they return to Annapolis on the 16th for a noon game against Tulane. The loss dashed Navy's hope for a playoff position, but they do still remain bowl eligible with that 6-2 record. Boy, and here's some sad news on the retail front. After 28 years, Shades of the Bay will be closing its doors on Main Street at the end of the year, ending a long chapter in Annapolis retail. Do stop by and say goodbye and pick up a pair of sunglasses or two. Linda did tell me that there will be some outstanding prices between now and then. And also, as I tried to hit up an ATM at the bank next to the CVS on Riva Road, I noticed that it's not there anymore. I can't remember which bank it was, but totally gone. Last week on our poll, we wanted to know if you felt public transportation should be free, and I got to say it was probably a dud poll with only 112 responses. 29 of you said yes, it should be free. 65 said no, and 8 said they didn't know. Up this week, hopefully a little bit more exciting, we want to know where in Anne Arundel County you go for public water access. Again, the poll is on the front page of eyeonannapolis.net in that upper right corner. Hopefully you caught our canines and cross-treks on Friday with Baby Angel, a very personable young pug-pup mix. And if you do have room in your home or your heart, you want to give the SPCA a call. But if you missed that segment, do give it a listen. On Saturday on the Local Business Spotlight, we chatted with Angel Trainer from Serenity Sisters, a group of recovery homes for men, women, and single women with children. Amazing organization. You want to give that a listen as well. And falling on the sword here, my mic was way off. Not sure what happened, but I am a bit difficult to hear and understand at points, but the message from Angel is very clear and does need to be heard. Okay, that's a wrap. Thank you first and foremost, and also a quick thank you to our sponsors for the Daily News Brief. Annapolis Subaru, the SPCA of Anne Arundel County, Solar Energy Services, Hospice of the Chesapeake, Fish for a Cure, and Macmedics up in Severna Park. And Covington, as promised, is back with her Monday Money Report, and George Young from DCMDVA Weather is also here with the only locally forecasted weather report you should care about. All of that's coming up for you in just a bit, so Hang around.
Hello, energy consumers. This is Rick Peters, president of Solar Energy Services. Is all this talk of inflation making you uneasy? Me too, especially the uncertainty. How bad will it eat into my future purchasing power? Well, don't feel helpless because solar energy can give you some financial control. By installing and owning your solar system, you can lock out electricity cost inflation by locking in your electricity price for more than 25 years. Many of our inflation-fighting clean energy systems offset 100% of the annual electricity demands. Customers frequently add electric vehicle charging and backup batteries to their solar projects, providing them inexpensive auto fuel and additional energy security for the home. Freeze energy inflation in its tracks by committing to affordable, clean solar energy. Call us today at 410-923-6090 or visit us at solarsaves.net. But don't wait another minute. Sunshine's a wasted.
Sunshine, sunshine, nothing else can make me feel so fine.
When you live near Annapolis, you know how fickle the weather can be. So you need a truly local forecast that's accurate and reliable. Forecast right here in Annapolis. DCMDVA weather is not just for today, but for the rest of the week and the weekend too. Now here's George Young of DCMDVA weather with the weather outlook for today and beyond.
Hey everyone, this is George with DCMDVA Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Monday, November 4th. More nice weather is expected this week and weekend for the Annapolis region, with only a slight chance of rain coming Thursday. Look for mostly sunny skies today through Wednesday, with highs today in the mid to upper 60s, followed by mid to upper 70s tomorrow for Election Day, with upper 70s to maybe low 80s in a few spots on Wednesday. From there, the expectation is for mostly cloudy skies Thursday, with a chance for a few rain showers throughout the day, with highs still near 70 degrees. But sunshine will quickly return Friday through Sunday, with highs in the mid-60s to low 70s each day. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young of DCMDVA Weather. Make it a great day out there today. Stay healthy and be safe. And be sure to follow DCMDVA Weather on Facebook and X for updates each day, along with the website at dcmdvaweather.info, so you can always stay weather informed.
Fish for a day, party for a night, all for a great cause. Don't miss Fish for a Cure's 18th annual fishing tournament and shore party, Saturday, November 9th at Safe Harbor, Annapolis. Register to fish and raise funds for the Cancer Survivorship Program at Luminous Health Anne Arundel Medical Center's Gayton and Joanne D. Cesaris Cancer Institute. All funds raised directly benefit cancer patients and their families. Register your boat or get your shore party ticket for fishforacure.org. Again, that's fishforacure.org. You work hard for your money. Is your money working hard for you? Managing and investing it can be confusing. Ann Covington, a financial planner from CovingtonAlsina, has been helping people make sense of it for nearly 20 years. Are you ready? Now, here's your Monday Money Report.
This is Ann Covington of CovingtonAlsina with your Monday Money Report. Last week, the markets declined, partly because of the October jobs report. While unemployment remained steady at 4.1%. Only 12,000 jobs were added last month. Initial jobless claims remain low, as Hurricanes Milton and Helene, coupled with the ongoing Boeing strike, made the job market look much worse than it really is. That said, it is taking longer for white-collar workers to find new jobs, so your emergency savings remains a cornerstone of your financial plan. As we approach year-end, everyone who owns a business needs to be aware of new Department of Treasury reporting requirements. The Corporate Transparency Act was passed in 2021 and requires small, privately owned businesses to report all beneficial owners by December 31st. If you own an LLC, either as your primary source of income or as a side hustle, and you have under 20 employees and make less than $5 million annually in revenue, you fall under this requirement. There are some exceptions by industry, such as banks and public accounting firms. Anyone who exercises control over the business or owns 25% or more of the company needs to be reported. You will need to report their legal name and address, date of birth, and either driver's license or passport number. Companies that existed prior to 2024 have until January 1st to file their report. Companies established in 2024 or later have 90 days to file. Here's the important part. Every day past the deadline, you can be subject to a fine of $591. If you have a small business and haven't already reported your beneficial owners to the government, now is the time to do so. You can find more information at finson.gov. Your action item this week is to check your tire pressure. And as the weather cools, you can lose tire pressure, which makes your tires wear faster and reduces gas mileage. Be sure to check out our website at CovingtonAlsina.com or our Facebook page for more information and to register for our upcoming educational events. CovingtonAlsina is a registered investment advisor. Information presented for educational purposes only. Not intended to make an offer or solicitation for the sale or purchase of any specific securities, investments, or investment strategies. Investment for all risk unless otherwise stated are not guaranteed. Be sure to first consult with a qualified financial advisor and/or tax professional before implementing any strategy discussed herein. Past performance is not indicative of future performance. And if you don't have a financial advisor, come talk to us. This is Ann Covington with CovingtonAlsina.
Coping with advanced illness can be overwhelming, and determining the best options for a loved one isn't always so easy. But here at Hospice of the Chesapeake, your hometown hospice, we want you to know you do have a choice. You can choose exactly who provides the care and the type of care you receive, and it's your decision when and where your loved one receives that care. We have served our community, family, and friends for over 40 years. We are there when you need us. Learn how we can help at hospicechesapeake.org.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.